So we all realized that over the past few years, the furniture manufacturing industry has, I won't say decimated, but it really has shrunk a lot. We sit down with a fantastic opportunity in our country with a proper master plan that we can bring back the manufacturing of furniture to our country. We can create a lot of jobs and we can grow the economy of the unemployed in this country. There's a lot of opportunity out there, and the need is so big for local manufactured furniture.
This industry can be as competitive as it was in the 70s and the 80s, when it was really thriving, creating employment for the masses. We must drive employment and avoid company closures and retrenchments. I am proud that we also have a strong skills development pillar within this industry master plan. I know that both myself, together with the board and my team, have started meetings with the key industry stakeholders with regard to skills development actions.
The biggest benefit of the furniture industry master plan is the fact that it's a social compact made by all social partners. And as part of that compact, they are all undertaking to make contributions to the development and growth and reindustrialization of this specific sector. And as part of South African, we're excited about that because as a buy local campaign, that is what we are looking for. Clear commitments where each of them will consciously and actively choose to buy locally made furniture every time they make purchasing decisions.
Are we able to create the inclusivity and are we able to influence every corner of the industry, both established and emerging? And if we can do that, and we can do that on a sustainable basis, then I think we've got the chance of being able to reconstruct the South African furniture industry after really the ravages of imports and the ravages of the last few years of economic uncertainty and shortage.
An industrial plan such as the Furniture Industry Master Plan helps to give credence to the importance of the sector, the importance of creating the employment opportunities within the sector. Probably most important, it's the ability to create a proper framework so that all the role players, all the key stakeholders, all the way from governments such as DTIC, as well as non-governmental institutions, as well as the investors, the manufacturers, the retailers, the brand owners, and the raw material suppliers. It allows everybody then to create proper planning and investment decisions based on the clear guidelines and the operating frameworks in order to grow the sector and thereby for individual players to get their returns in their with regards to the investment.
Small manufacturers play a huge role in the furniture manufacturing segment. We need smaller businesses that can grow into larger businesses. And with the support of big manufacturers like ourselves, giving small manufacturers quality product that they can rely on day after day after day, can make them grow and make sure that they can become a force to be reckoned with in the future.
I am glad that this industry master plan places far greater emphasis on growing smaller companies and also brings in the informal sector that have thriving businesses in townships and the rural areas. Smaller companies have a much higher potential to grow employment and become medium and even larger companies. We must focus on interventions to see how this can be realized. The skill set required by smaller companies are different. There must be a huge focus on innovation, agility, business coaching and entrepreneurship, use of technology, 4IR technology, technology-driven production for commercialization, financial management, and quality. We have noted that our smaller companies have played a huge role in addressing the transformational imperatives of poverty alleviation, unemployment, rural development, gender empowerment, and employment equity.
Any company that is part of the manufacturing industry can make a difference, whether you employ 1 or 2 or 3 or even 30 or 40 or 100 people within your operation. Every single job counts. It's livelihoods. Every single job that you create and every single job that you contribute to creating by buying your raw materials and every other component that you require locally is a contribution to sustaining livelihoods of those who are involved in your business as well as those who are involved in those businesses that you're buying from.
I think small and medium-sized furniture manufacturing is the essence of our industry going forward. And if you look at our the basis of our growth and the FX model is premised on a thriving and growing small and medium-sized enterprise. I also think that's where we're going to create the jobs that our country so desperately needs. Because when you go to big manufacturers, essentially there you're going to get automation, and we've seen that. While with small and medium-sized enterprises, because of the scarcity of capital, they generally are far more labor-intensive and therefore far more labor-absorbing in their activities.
Any small company, any medium company, absolutely will be able to make a difference using the master plan as a beacon and guidance process.
Furniture manufacturing in any country need big suppliers that can sustain their growth. And we need local manufacturers, i.e. like PV Bison, that keep on reinvesting in the local economy of this country to make sure that we can support small SMEs that want to grow into the future.
I am proud that we have an increased number of large, medium, and small companies that successfully apply for discretionary grant funding for both pivotal and non-pivotal interventions. A number of companies were approved by the board to implement learnerships, apprenticeships, work experience, internships, and skills programs aligned to occupations in high demand, which addresses, obviously, the skills gaps within the industry. We must continue with the upskilling and reskilling of both the employed and the unemployed learners within our industry. We must improve productivity and competitiveness and ensure that we are bringing in the unemployed graduates from the TFETs and the HETs into the industry, which is a key feature of the furniture industry master plan.
If we all work together and we take hands and we make sure that we take small manufacturers and equip them, i.e. with the right quality raw materials, i.e. support them in promoting their products, i.e. make sure that they have the right tools in terms of merchandising, they can definitely promote their own businesses and grow them into significant businesses for the future.
Let's work together and realize this one plan for the furniture industry. I wish the industry every success. Let's work together.
I think we at the FX Group are always amazed and so encouraged by the resilience and creativity and tenacity and hard work displayed by small and medium-sized enterprises when lots of things are really against them and they have to work so hard to survive. That resilience, we want to celebrate that. We want to encourage that.
An industrial plan such as the Furniture Industry Master Plan allows us to understand that this is not a go-alone approach. We have friends in the industry across the value chain and coordinated by the likes of SAFI that they're able to reach out to for guidance. I think it starts there. This is not a go-it-alone approach. The companies, irrespective of the size, will be able to consult, will be able to use their networks within the system to be able to get guidance to ultimately attain what we all want, right? Which is a successful, sustainable business that we can be proud of.